Imagine a perfect day. The sun is rising, its golden rays slowly breaking the horizon and gently touching the earth with a comforting warmth. For many, the sun is just part of the daily routine, a cycle that begins in the morning and ends at dusk. But what few people know is that the sun, besides being essential for life, plays a crucial role in longevity and well-being. Sunlight is a source of vitamin D, a vital element for our health that directly influences bone strength, the immune system, and serotonin production, the happiness hormone. When we expose our skin to the sun, our body naturally produces vitamin D, something that recent studies have linked to the prevention of chronic diseases and maintaining a healthy life as we age. Conversely, a deficiency of this vitamin has been correlated with depression, fatigue, and bone problems, especially in the elderly. Now imagine a woman named Clara. At 65, Clara had lived through many stories. She always considered herself an active person, but in recent years she began to feel the natural limitations of aging. Her joints hurt more, her energy wasn't the same, and the routine that once included morning walks had become a daily struggle. During a routine checkup, her doctor made a simple but powerful recommendation. "Clara, you need more sunlight." At first, she didn't think much of it. After all, how could something as simple as sunlight change her physical and emotional state? But, following the doctor's advice, she decided to give it a try. Every morning, Clara started taking 20-minute walks around her home. And that's when things began to change. Over time, she noticed her pains beginning to fade. She felt more energetic, uplifted, and her mood improved each day. Moreover, the sun brought her something even more surprising, a sense of balance and well-being that she hadn't felt in years. The simple act of walking under the sun made her body feel renewed. The secret, unbeknownst to her, was in the vitamin D. What once seemed to Clara like just a part of the landscape became her ally. Sun exposure increased her serotonin levels, reducing stress and promoting better sleep quality. Studies have shown that people with a regular routine of sun exposure tend to sleep better and more easily overcome issues like insomnia. Additionally, Clara's immune system grew stronger, helping her face the challenges of aging with more resilience. At the same time, Clara discovered another benefit of the sun. It helps regulate circadian rhythms, the biological clock that controls our sleep-wake cycles. As we age, it's common for these sleep cycles to become disrupted, causing fatigue and lack of energy throughout the day. Natural sunlight, especially in the morning, helps to reset this cycle, ensuring that our bodies adjust better to daily routines. Clara's story teaches us a valuable lesson. When used consciously and in moderation, the sun can be one of the greatest allies for longevity. And it's not just vitamin D that makes the difference. Sunlight improves circulation, promotes the production of endorphins, and even helps us maintain a healthy weight. Numerous studies show that people who spend time outdoors exposed to sunlight have more energy for physical activities, which directly contributes to heart health, prevention of cardiovascular diseases, and an increased life expectancy. However, it's important to remember that sun exposure should be done in moderation. Clara always used sunscreen and avoided peak ultraviolet radiation hours, which can be harmful to the skin. Sun protection is essential to ensure we reap the benefits of the sun without exposing ourselves to risks like premature aging and skin cancer. The sun is undoubtedly one of nature's greatest gifts. It is a source of life, health, and energy. It is there every day, offering its benefits, as long as we are willing to take advantage of them. If, like Clara, you feel that life is becoming heavier with the passing years, perhaps it's time to adopt a simple but powerful habit. Include the sun in your routine. Walk in the morning, feel the golden rays touching your skin, and realize how nature can be a path to a long and healthy life. Remember, the secret to aging well lies in small daily habits, and the sun is one of the most important. Take advantage of the power of natural light to nourish your body, mind, and soul. Like Clara, you might find that often the answers to a full and vibrant life are closer than we think, perhaps just beyond the sunrise. To keep following all my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any updates and will help me bring more amazing content for you. There are several scientific studies that reinforce the impact of the sun on longevity and well-being. moderate sun exposure has been linked to considerable health benefits, such as improved vitamin D production, regulation of the circadian cycle, and even prevention of chronic diseases. Below, I will detail some of the main research on this topic, complementing the information discussed in the video. Vitamin D and longevity. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is crucial for maintaining bone, immune system, and heart health. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers looked at the relationship between vitamin D levels and mortality in the elderly. The results showed that individuals with adequate levels of vitamin D had a 30% reduction in the risk of death from any cause, compared to those with a vitamin deficiency. Vitamin D works to prevent osteoporosis, helping to improve calcium absorption and the risk of fractures, a common concern in old age. Sun exposure and the circadian cycle. A study published by Harvard Medical School demonstrated the importance of sunlight for regulating the circadian cycle, which is the body's internal biological clock. According to research, exposure to sunlight first thing in the morning helps stabilize sleep cycles, improving the quality of night's rest and reducing tiredness during the day. Research has shown that elderly people who spent at least 30 minutes a day in direct sunlight had a significant improvement in their sleep pattern, which resulted in greater energy throughout the day. Additionally, the study suggested that morning exposure to sunlight may reduce insomnia symptoms in the elderly. Sun exposure and cardiovascular health. In terms of cardiovascular health, sun exposure has also been shown to have a positive impact. A study from the University of Edinburgh revealed that sunlight can help reduce blood pressure. According to researchers, UVA rays promote the release of nitric oxide in the skin, which helps dilate blood vessels and improve blood flow. This effect can reduce blood pressure and, consequently, the risk of heart disease and stroke. Research suggests that moderate sun exposure may be an effective way to prevent hypertension and cardiovascular disease, which are important risk factors for mortality in the elderly. Sun exposure and mental health. Sun exposure also plays an important role in mental health. A study published in the Journal of Affective Disorders showed that daily exposure to sunlight can increase the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to feelings of well-being and happiness. Elevated serotonin levels are associated with a reduced risk of depression, especially in older people, who may be more susceptible to mood swings due to factors such as social isolation or health problems. The study noted that people exposed to sunlight for more than an hour a day showed a significant reduction in symptoms of depression, as well as an increase in their overall sense of well-being. Chronic disease prevention. One of the most discussed points in scientific literature is the relationship between vitamin D and the prevention of chronic diseases. Studies from the National Institute on Aging have shown that vitamin D can help prevent neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. These diseases, which affect millions of people around the world, are characterized by chronic inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. Vitamin D, with its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, can protect brain cells against this damage, slowing the progression of these diseases. Another relevant study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, indicated that adequate levels of vitamin D are associated with a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Vitamin D helps improve insulin sensitivity, which regulates blood glucose levels. Thus, people with greater exposure to the sun and, consequently, higher levels of vitamin D have a reduced risk of developing diabetes as they age. Bone health and sun exposure. Bone health is also one of the most frequently studied topics in relation to the sun and vitamin D. In a study conducted by the National Osteoporosis Society, researchers found that vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to an increased risk of osteoporosis and bone fractures. The study recommended moderate sun exposure, especially for the elderly, as a way to maintain adequate vitamin D levels and reduce the risks associated with loss of bone density. According to researchers, even 15 minutes of exposure daily may be enough to maintain bone health in the long term. The sun and immune function. Another important aspect discussed in the scientific literature is the effect of sunlight on immune function. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in modulating the immune system, helping the body defend itself against infections. A study published in the British Medical Journal showed that people with adequate levels of vitamin D have a lower risk of developing respiratory infections such as the flu. The study indicated that vitamin D strengthens the body's natural defenses by stimulating the production of proteins that kill viruses and bacteria. As we age, the immune system tends to weaken, making sun exposure even more important for maintaining health. Sun exposure and reduction of inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a leading cause of diseases associated with aging, such as arthritis and heart disease. A study published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology revealed that sun exposure can help reduce inflammation in the body. The study suggested that UV light, in addition to stimulating the production of vitamin D, can also suppress the production of inflammatory proteins. This anti-inflammatory effect is especially important for older people, who often suffer from chronic inflammation associated with various health conditions. Sun exposure and body weight. Sunlight can even help you control your weight. A University of Alberta study found that exposure to sunlight can reduce body fat storage. Researchers found that fat cells just beneath the skin shrink when exposed to the sun's blue light, suggesting that sun exposure may help regulate metabolism and prevent weight gain. Although more research is needed to fully understand this mechanism, the results suggest that the sun may play a role in maintaining body weight as we age. Conclusion. Scientific research confirms what Clara's story in the video already illustrates. The sun is a powerful ally of health and longevity. From promoting vitamin D to regulating the circadian cycle, moderate sun exposure can significantly improve quality of life, especially for older people. Consciously incorporating the sun into your daily routine can be one of the simplest and most effective ways to promote physical and mental well-being, helping you face the challenges of aging with more vitality and resilience. Now I want to know your opinion about today's video. Leave your comment below, and don't forget to support us with a like, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any news. Until the next video.